Oh no, I'm late again, panicking. That's a scary, heartless man is going to kill me. Mr. Kim, are you dumb? No one can save you from your boss today. Oh no, no. Tehang rushed to grab his bag when suddenly he remembered something. Tehang, wait, oh no, my car. It's still in the garage. How could I forget this? Frustrated, now I have to take the bus. This means I will sure late. Please God save me, I swear I will never wake up late again. Taehyung worked in an international firm as a secretary and his boss is extremely strict about punctuality. He must arrive before his boss or he will have to face his warmth knowing that taking the bus would make him ever late. Taehyung decided to try and get a lift. Instead, he stand on the footpath hoping for someone to stop. Taehyung quickly rolled a piece of bread and put in his mouth. He struggled to fix his tie with one hand while holding his bag in other. He murmured to himself as he panicked, making him look strange to person pressing by, passing by. One whispering, "Is he talking to himself?" Meant to look like he practicing a speech or something. Taehyung ignored the weird look and continued waiting while standing near the door. He pulled out a file from his bag and started reading. He need to be perfect for the morning meeting or his boss will make his life miserable. A few minutes later, a silk black Audi stopped in front of him. The tent window rolled down. A voice called out, "Driver, do you need a lift?" Taehyung looked up, eyes wide with hope. Taehyung, "Yes sir, please." Taehyung hurried to the car and leaned slightly towards the window. Taehyung, "Sir, I need to go to the Paradise Hotel. If you are heading in the direction, please help me out." "Driver, I'm not going that way. Get in." Taehyung doesn't waste a second. He quickly get in passenger seat and let out a deep breath. Taehyung, "Thank you so much, sir. You have no idea how much you just saved me. My boss is a nightmare when it's come to rule. If I reach the office late, I'm finished. He will definitely fire me." "Driver checker, it's he really that bad?" Taehyung, "Bad? He is not just bad, sir. He is a monster when it's come to discipline. No one can escape his strict rule. Even currently itself would be afraid of him. But thanks to you, I might just survive today." Taehyung sighed in relief and turned towards the driver. "Taehyung, by the way, my name is..." The driver interpreted him and gestured towards the back seat. "Driver, if you want to thank someone, then thank him. He is the one who asked me to give you a lift." Taehyung blinked confused. He had been so focused on his worries that he hadn't even noticed another person sitting in the back seat. Taehyung, "Wait, how do you know my name?" Taehyung slowly turned to see who is sitting behind him. The moment his eyes land on the person in the back seat, his breath catch in throat. His eyes widened and his body frozen. The air in the car grew heavy with silence. Taehyung opened his mouth to speak, but no words come out. He tried again, but his voice is so low that even he isn't sure if he is speaking out louder or just in his mind. Shock and realization hit him all at once. He turned to see the person sitting in back seat. The moment his eyes landed on him, his breath hissed, his entire body frozen. A heavy silence filled the car. Taehyung's eyes widened and his throat went dry. He opened his mouth to speak but couldn't form any words. His mind went blank and his voice barely made a sound. A deep, familiar voice cut through the silence. Jungkook coldly, "People use words to communicate, Mr. Kim. Don't waste my time. Speak." Taehyung flinched. The person determined his word was none other than Jungkook, his boss. Taehyung suddenly left his whole world setup. Why was Jungkook here, and why was he in this car? Jungkook never drove his own car. He was afraid of driving. He always had a driver, and as Jungkook's secretary, Taehyung knew every single one of his driver, but the man currently sitting in the driver's seat, Taehyung had never seen him before. Tried to break the tense silence. Taehyung nervously spoke. Taehyung awkwardly, Mr. Jan, is he your new driver? The person in the driver's seat flinched intermittently. Driver offended. Okay, do I look like a driver to you, Mr. Kim? Seriously, did you forget me? Taehyung frowned in confusion. The man signed and determinedly introduced himself. Driver, let's me refresh your memory. Hi, I am John Jungkook's younger brother, Sangmin. I recently came back from the state after completing university. How could you forget this handsome face? I am very disappointed in you. Taehyung suddenly remembered he had met Sangmin once at Jungkook's place, but that was more than a year ago. Only for a brief moment, he felt guilty for not recognizing him. Taehyung apologized. I'm sorry, Sangmin sir. Actually, my car broke down and I was in such a hurry that I didn't even realize it was you in the driver's seat. Sangmin, it's okay, Taehyung, relax. I was just teasing you today. I asked my brother to show me around our office and I decided to drive. So, how have you been, Taehyung? And how's work? Is my brother still too serious all the time? Sangmin was 3 years younger than Jungkook, and he was the complete opposite of his elder brother. Warm, full, loving, and he always found Jungkook cold and strict nature too exhausting. Taehyung forced a smile, but in his mind he crushed Sangmin for asking such a dangerous question in front of Jungkook. Still, he answered politely. Taehyung smiled nervously. I'm fine, Sangmin sir. How have you? Before he could complete his sentence, a stream voice interpreted. Jungkook family, Mr. Kim. I hope you remember that we have a meeting with the channel group, so please stop your little chit chat and focus on the papers in your hand. Taehyung immediately shut his mouth and lowered his gaze to the document. The car was silent once again. When they finally reached the office, Taehyung sighed in relief as he was stepping out of the car. Jungkook spoke again. Jungkook commanding, Mr. Kim, help Sangmin park the car in the basement. Taehyung quickly nodded, feeling relieved that he could escape even if it was just for a minute. Taehyung muttering, finally I can breathe, but before the door could close, Jungkook cold voice sent shiver down his spine. Jungkook smacking and Mr. Kim, don't get too comfortable before the meeting. You have a few things to answer to your terrifying boss. Taehyung swallowed hard. Taehyung whispering to himself, oh no, why is this happening to me? Someone please save me. With that he followed to Sangmin basement, dragging with was about to come. The engine had stopped long ago, yet no one stepped out of the car. Instead, the sound of laughter engaged through the basement parking lot. Simon laughing uncontrollably. Oh my god, Taehyung, I was holding my laugh for so long, but I just can't anymore. I can't believe you actually said that to my brother. Taehyung said, frozen in his seat, his hand gripping his lip tightly. His face had turned pale, his mind spinning with worry. Sangmin still laughing. A blood drinker, a big soul, ha ha ha. Look at your face, Taehang. You are so pale. You actually look like my brother did drink your blood. Taehang gulped and turned to him with pleading eyes. Taehang panicking. Sangmin sir, please, I don't mean what I said back then. Just in a hurry, and I chose the wrong word. I swear I don't actually think of Sir Jungkook that way. I respect him. Sangmin still laughing, wiped the tears from the corner of his eyes. Sangmin still laughing, wiping the tears from the corner of his eyes. Sangmin King, I know, brother, and honestly, he is exactly what you said, but no one ever had dared to say that in front of him. Sangmin leaned closer and smiled playfully. Sangmin, teasing. Now, the real question is who was save you, Taehang? Taehang swallowed hard, his shoulders slumped as he imaged his body's reaction. He was not just scared, he was terrified. Sangmin and Taehang Mijri continued to laugh, but when he noticed how genuinely worried Taehang looked, he sighed and decided to calm him down. Sangmin chuckled, okay, relax, Taehang. I don't think my brother will kill you for such a small mistake. Sangmin pretended to think for a moment before smirking. Sangmin grinned, but he might cut off your tongue, and with that, Sangmin burst out laughing again. Taehang ran, covering his face with his hand. Taehang frustrated. Sangmin sir, you are not helping me. Sangmin waved his hand dismissively. Sangmin smiling. First of all, stop calling me sir. I'm not your boss. Just call me Sangmin. We are the same age, buddy. Taehang blinked. Hesitant. Okay, Sangmin. Sangmin nods previously. That's better. And second, don't be so scared. Nothing will happen. My brother is strict, yes, but he's not that bad. Taehang let out a deep breath and gave a weak, nervous smile. Both of them finally stepped out of the car and walked towards the lift. Even thought Samin kept cracking jokes. Taehang's mind was somewhere else. His thoughts were consumed by one person, Jungkook. The fear in his heart was real. For Taehang, this job was everything. The salary he earned here was enough to support his family, but working at Jungkook secretly also comes with a cost. He had to maintain a certain standard of living to match his boss's reputation. If he got fired, there was no way another company would offer him such a handsome salary. He thought of losing his job, made his chest tighten inside the lift. Sangmin noticed Taehan's anxious expression and patted his shoulder. Sangmin resuming, hey, stop overthinking. You all be fine. Just be honest with my brother and don't act too nervous, okay? Taehyung nodded hesitantly, but his heart was still racing. When the lift stopped on the HR floor, Sangmin stepped out. Before leaving, he turned back and winked playfully. Sangmin grinned. Good luck, Taehyung. You are needy. Taehyung forced a smile as the lift door closed again. The next step, it's 21 floor. This was Jungkook's personal space, a floor designed like a luxurious hotel site. Whenever Jungkook needed rest, he would come here. No one was allowed on this floor except for him, his family, and Taehyung, because Taehyung was the one who took care of everything for Jungkook. As the lift scanned Taehyung, the lift started. Taehyung scaled sadly. Taehyung, Mama, please let me survive. Open. Taehyung, please let me survive this. With a soft ring, the door slid open, and with a deep breath, Taehyung stepped out, ready to face whatever awaited him. Taehyung knew what Jungkook would be there. There was still some time before the meeting, and this was the only place Jungkook could prepare without any disturbance. As Taehyung stepped out of the lift, he glanced at the security guard standing near the entrance. Taehyung nervously is Sir Jungkook inside? The guard nodded. God, yes, Mr. Kim. He arrived a while ago. Taehyung took a deep breath and swiped his employee's card, and the door unlocked up with a soft beep, and he stepped inside. The moment he entered, the familiar scent of expensive cologne mixed with the faint aroma of fresh linen filled his sense. The room was spotless as always. Every piece of furniture gleamed under the soft lighting, and the luxurious interior gave off an air of power. In the living area, a large L-shaped couch sat perfectly in place, its cushion arranged neatly. This was where Jungkook usually sat while going through important documents before meeting. But the favorite part of this place was the small kitchen in the corner. He had lost count of how many times he had cooked here for his boss, whatever it was because Jungkook had an upset stomach or simply didn't feel like eating outside food. Moving past in living area, Taehyung easily leaned on the large glass workroom on the right. That was Jungkook's personal room, the space where he sometimes slept after working late. The glass wall gave a breathing view of the entire city. For Taehyung, this place felt like heaven. It was beautiful, spacious, and completely soundproof. Even the noise of the bus city blue couldn't reach here. Inside the room, there was a hidden closet, one of the biggest Taehyung had ever seen. That was where Jungkook kept his collection of luxurious watches, designer shoes, expensive suits, and rare perfume. Everything in this space was designed especially for Jungkook needs. It was not just an office; it was more like a personal apartment that Jungkook used when he needed to break or when work exhausted him. Sometimes, after a long night of meeting, he would leave here instead of going home. Taehyung entered slowly, his heart pounding. He glanced around, trying to spot his boss, but Jungkook was nowhere to be seen. A wave of nervousness hit him. What will he say? Will he be angry? Taehyung hesitated for a moment before singing. There was no point in overthinking. He walked over the couch and sat down. His hand fitted on his lap as he waited. One thing was certain: he wouldn't stop into Jungkook's room without permission. Even thought he was the one who managed everything here, cleaning, stocking, and arranging the clothes. He only did it when Jungkook was not around. He was the only person allowed in this floor. Not just because he was Jungkook secretly, but because he was the one who handled every single detail of this space. Jungkook depended on him more than anyone else. From shopping for his clothes to choosing his suit, everything in Jungkook's clothes was handpicked by Taehyung. He knew exactly what Jungkook liked and what he didn't. It had only been 2 years since he joined as Jungkook's secretary, but his role had gone far beyond that. He took care of Jungkook as if he was looking after a husband. Taehyung shook his head at the thought and signed these responsibilities were not part of security job and he did them anyway, not because he was told to, but because it was Jungkook and Taehyung always made sure that everything was perfect for him. He adjusted deeply and leaning back on the couch, waiting for his boss to appear and waiting for whatever fate had in store for him next. Taehyung's phone buzzed. He looked at the screen and felt his heart skip a beat. Jungkook, Mr. Kim, could you please come inside? Taehyung swallowed hard. How does he know I am already here? His palm felt slightly sweaty as he took a deep breath and stepped towards the Jungkook room, pausing, opened the door slightly. He peeked inside. And Jungkook was sitting at his desk, focused on a stack of files. Taehyung softly said, "Can I come in?" Jungkook didn't look up immediately. Jungkook, yes, Mr. Kim, please come in. Just give me a moment. I am in the middle of something important. Hope you don't mind waiting. Taehyung, of course not, sir. He stepped inside and stood quietly, hands clapping in front of him. The room was silent, expected from the faint resting paper as Jungkook flipped the document. Minute passed, but Taehyung didn't dare move. He was too lost in his own thought. Will he fire me? Will he scold me? Or will he just ignore it? His mind was racing when suddenly Jungkook, Mr. King. Taehyung didn't respond, still lost in thought. Jungkook cleared his head, this time making a small fake catch. Jungkook firmly, Mr. Kim, can you please pass me my watch from the closet? Taehyung flinched slightly and blinked, spinning back to reality. Taehyung, yes, sir, right away. He quickly turned towards the clothes, glad to have something to do. Opening the glass case, he carefully slipped the black luxurious watch that Jungkook often wore during important meetings. He turned around and frozen. Jungkook was standing right in front of him, too close. Taehyung breathless. His boss was so close that he could see the sharp line of his jaw, the intensity in his deep eyes, and the faint scent of expensive collage. He finger gripped the watch tighten as he tried to steady his voice. Then streaming, sir, do you need anything else? Jungkook doesn't answer. Instant, he took a slow step forward. Taehyung's body reacted off instant. He stepped backward. Jungkook took another step. Taehyung took another step back. With each movement forward, Taehyung moved back until thumb. He bumped into the closest door. There was nowhere else to go. Taehyung's heartbeat pounded loudly in his ears. Taehyung nervously, sir, do you need something? His voice cracked slightly, showing just how nervous he was. Jungkook leaning in closer, so close that Taehyung could feel his warm breath near his ears. His pulse rising, both arms placing his hand firmly on the closest door, trapping Taehyung between the cold surface and himself. The air between them grew heavily. Jungkook's voice dropped into a low, almost teasing tone. Jungkook whispering, "What can you do for your blood-drinking boss, Mr. Kim?" Taehyung's eyes widened in shock. He gulped, realizing Jungkook had heard everything. Taehyung panicked. Sir, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I was just running late and I chose the wrong word. Please, sir, Jungkook didn't move or made, if anything, his smile growing slightly. Jungkook leaning in. Is that so? Taehyung felt his whole body tense. Taehyung voice trembling. Sir, please, This is really uncomfortable. Jungkook tightened his head slightly, watching the panic in Taehyung's face. Then he let out a quiet chuckle and finally stepped back. Jungkook calmly, "Relax, Mr. Kim. Just making sure you remember your word carefully next time." Taehyung let out to deep breath. He didn't realize he was holding. His whole body felt weak from the tension. His hand, still clutching the watch, trembled slightly. Taehyung murmured, "Oh God." Jungkook smiled as he looked the watch from Taehyung's hand. Jungkook coldly, "Now, let's get to work. We have a meeting to attend." Without another word, he walked towards his desk, leaving Taehyung standing frozen against the closed door, still trying to process what just happened. Just then, Taehyung's phone started ringing. He glanced at the screen. Reception. Answering the call, he spoke in his usual polite tone. Taehyung, "Yes, Lily, what? They arrived? Okay, and let them sit in the conference room. We are coming to." He hung up and turned to Jungkook. Taehyung, "Sir, Mr. Chol and his son from Channel Group are already waiting in the conference room." Jungkook glanced at the watch and frowned. Jungkook, "But the meeting is scheduled on 10 a.m. They arrived 1 hour early." Without wasting a second, he stood up and headed towards the conference room. Taehyung quickly found. In the conference room, Jungkook stepped inside a professional smile. Jungkook, "Hello, Mr. Chul. How are you?" Mr. Chul is smiling. "Hello, Mr. Jungkook. Apologize for arriving so early. Meet my son, Jisung. He recently joined my company. Will be a part of this meeting." Jungkook turned to Jisung and extended his hand. Jungkook, business-like, "Nice to meet you." Jisung shook his hand firmly. Jungkook, "No problem, Mr. Chul. It's good that they come early. We can finish the presentation ahead of schedule." Jungkook and Taehyung too started the presentation. Everyone focus on the screen, except Jisung. He was not looking at the presentation. Instead, he was staring at Taehyung continuously. Taehyung could feel his gaze, but he ignored it and continued his work. Jungkook, however, noticed everything. His jaw clenched slightly, but he chose to ignore it and continue discuss business with Mr. Chul. Then suddenly, Jason cleared his throat. "Mr. Jungkook, while you are discussing this, can I see your office with your secretary?" Jungkook looking at him with polite but unbearable expression. After a moment, he gave business smile. Jungkook, "Okay, of course, Mr. Kim. Accompany Mr. Ji Sun." Taehyung entered office to Jisung was beside Taehyung looked around the office. After a while, he turned to Taehyung while a playful smile. "Jisung, so what do you prefer to be called, Taehyung or Mr. Secretary?" Taehyung chuckled at his question. Taehyung, "Sir, you can call me whatever you wish." Jisung made a face. Jisung pouting, "Don't call me sir. We are the same age. Call me by my name." Jisung clicking his "Hi, I am Jisun, in case you forget." Taehyung smiled at his friendly nature and led him in the mini garden at the back of the office. For the next 30 minutes, they chit-chat casually. Jisung seemed interested in getting to know Taehyung. Taehyung, being politely entertained, the cover thought he kept it professional. After the meeting, Jungkook and Mr. Cho walked out of the conference room. Jungkook eyes immediately landed on Taehyung and Jisung. They were standing in the corner, smiling, talking, and completely lost in their conversation. His jaw tightened. Mr. Cho calling out, "Son, the meeting is over. Let's go." Jisung nodded and his father word before leaving. He leaned closer to Taehyung's ear and whispered something. Then he walked away. His father Taehyung stood there frozen, his eyes wide and his mouth slightly open as he is shocked by beyond the world. Jungkook noticed
Go to HR department and make
Go
a
to
list of
HR department and make a list of new joiners that send in interviews. Prepare all documents for today meeting. Jungkook, serious tone. I want everything done before the day ends. Both Tim and Simon look at
how can he
Jungkook in
manage
shock.
all this
Simon
before
in this
the
week,
shift
brother.
ended? Don't
How
you
can he
think it's
manage
too
all
much
this
for
before the
one
shift
day?
end?
Jungkook
Don't you think it's too much
already
for
staring
one
at
day?
his
Jungkook
boss.
turned to
Jungkook is
Taehyung.
not
Taehyung was
I
already
just wanted
staring
to
at his
show
boss.
Mr. Kim a
Jungkook is
trailer
smirking. I just
of
wanted
how
to show
strict
Mr. Kim a
boss
thrill of how a strict
it
boss
truly behaved. Taehyung sighed deeply and hung his head in disappointment. Without another word, he left the room with Sungmin. Jungkook still lying, tapped his finger on the desk. Jungkook thinking, why is Mr. Kim hiding the Jisung word? Jungkook frowned, and why I am so affected by this?